Squad Busters is soft launching in 2 weeks, and here's everything you need to know. Now, what is Squad Busters? Well, to put it simply, it's basically Brawl Stars with a little bit of Clash aspects baked into the game. Let me explain what I mean by that. So, what happens is once you go into a match, you have a choice between 3 different characters. And once you pick your starting character, you go around the map trying to find more chests that allow you to pick more characters to add to your squad for that match. And essentially the goal of the game is to collect as many gems as possible before time runs out. Sounds a bit familiar to Gem Grab, right? Well, except it also is an auto battler because all you need to do is move your characters around. They just actually do the battles for you. So that's where the Clash aspect comes in. You pick cards and they kind of just do a battle for you, while the rest is basically Brawl Stars. So for those of you guys who have played in the open beta back in July, you guys might be wondering, what's different? Well, the answer is actually a lot. For starters, they are bringing over a brand new island inspired fully by Boom Beach, featuring 3 new characters and 4 new modifiers for you to enjoy once soft launch actually happens. And in addition, let's talk about progression changes, because there are a lot of them. Now, Open Beta saw the introduction of fusion units, the mechanism where you collected 3 of the exact same unit and they would merge into a bigger, stronger version of that unit. Well, soft launch is going to be seeing with it the introduction of mega units. Now, the way I'd put it, mega units are essentially reskins of already existing Squad Busters characters. For example, the 2 mega units that we're going to be getting with the launch of Squad Busters is going to be El Tigre and the Dragon Chicken. However, they are also much rarer to find in chests, and that is because they're simply so much stronger than their original counterparts, where literally finding one could be the difference between you winning or losing. Now, aside from mega units, Squad Busters also took a page directly out of Clash Mini's book and are introducing an evolution system. Similar to how Clash Mini did it, this evolution system requires you to collect multiple copies of the exact same character that you already have, whether that be from the store, the chests, or star drops, essentially, the squad journey, the gem pass, or basically just regular progression. And essentially what this does is you can evolve your characters from baby stage to classic stage, and from classic stage to super stage, with more stages to come according to Paula. So we'll see what happens as Squad Busters continues to go into beta. And those exact methods will be what you use to collect mega units in the game as well. And Paula mentioned this within the video, but the more mega units that you have in your inventory, the higher chances that you're going to be finding them in chests. So make sure you guys collect all of them as much as you can. Now, if this all sounds interesting to you guys, first of all, make sure you guys are subscribed, because I'm going to be covering a lot about this game once it actually soft launches. And speaking of, how do we get the game? Well, let's quickly talk about it. It will be available on both iOS and Android. Wait, that's not right. Starting April 23rd in the following countries: Canada, Denmark, Spain, Mexico, Norway, Sweden, Finland, and Singapore. Wait, I didn't hear my country in that list. Can I still play? Yes, but it's kind of a difficult process. Let me explain. So while you still can play, even if you don't live in the countries I just mentioned, it's a little bit complicated, but fear not, I'm here to guide you guys through everything you guys need to know on how to get ready for the Squad Busters open beta, especially if you're not in one of those countries I just mentioned. First things first though, make sure you guys have a spare email address, because I don't think you guys want to mess with your main email addresses for this. So sign up for a second email address if you haven't already, and I'll be waiting right here for you. Now, of course, I'm going to be going over both iOS and Android for those of you guys who are on different platforms, but let's start with iOS because it's actually slightly easier than you might think. First, head on over to the QR code above, or go to the first link in the description and head on over to the Apple ID sign-up page. Once you're here, go ahead and type in all your information, but one important thing to note is on this country or region selection, you want to make sure that you have selected Canada, Singapore, or Finland, or any of those countries I just mentioned earlier. because this will most likely be your account for all things Supercell betas in the future. So you want to make sure that you just have one account and you don't need to remember it or make new ones every single time a new Supercell beta comes out. Now, once the account setup process is complete, you guys might notice that you're going to need a valid billing address in order to actually make purchases on the App Store, even if it's free. So let me teach you guys how to quickly get around this, because obviously we don't have a Canadian or Finland ID or address. So once you've signed up the account on mobile, it should just bring you straight to the details page. But if you're on PC or web browser, head over to the Payments tab and go ahead and click on Add Payment Method. Don't worry, we're not actually going to be adding one. Once you're here, go ahead and make sure it's on Canada. Select None as your payment method. Type in Random Craft for the first and last name, obviously. And this is where it gets fun, kind of. Head over to Google Maps. In my case, I put in Safeway in Canada just because that's the first thing I can think of, but you can literally put in any address in Canada. And essentially what you want to do, copy the address like I'm done here, and just paste it into Google or to Apple, just like I'm doing right here. Now, once you guys are finished, just go ahead and click on the update button, and it should show something like this, where you have your shipping address there, and it should say no payment methods because we didn't add one. Now, for Android, this is going to be a much more complicated process, so bear with me here. First things first, go ahead and scan the QR code right here, or head to the second link in the description to access the Google Payment Center, and go ahead and verify your info. I'll be waiting once you're done. Now, once you guys have verified your identity, head on over to the Settings tab right there, and you want to head on over to the Country or Region tab right here. Go ahead and click on the Create New Profile icon. Go ahead and click on Continue. Go ahead and select your country or region. In this case, it's going to be Canada for, again, obvious reasons. I've already explained it. Most Supercell betas are held here, so might as well go for it. Click on the Continue button. And once you're brought to this page, just go ahead, do the exact same thing. Copy and paste in the address that you got earlier. And let it do the autofilling for you. Once that's all done, click on the Submit button. And new payment profile has been created. Go ahead and click on the View Profile icon just to make sure everything went through. And as you can see, we are officially in Canada. And that's going to be it for today's video. Hopefully this helped you guys out in some way. And I don't really know why Google made the process so hard, but yeah, at least you found this video and hopefully it was able to help you out. I don't know how the Android process will go because I've actually never installed a beta on Android before, so if anything goes wrong, I'll let you guys know, make an update video real quickly talking about it. But other than that, of course, thank you guys for sticking around to the end. Hopefully you guys stick around for the channel and more Squad Busters content to come, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.